Well, hard to believe it, everyone, but it's already that time of the week again. Welcome back to all of our fans around the world of the National Soccer League. We have got the final week of divisional matchups for you with Week 3 action here as we see now the Albuquerque Stealth hosting their rivals, the Texas Terminators, in a southwestern battle here. The team is now taking the field, having to start this week a little early as the NSL Board of Directors having to get flexible, some convergent weekend plans. So we've got some Tuesday night action for you here. And it is a banger with the first game of the week. Two real heavyweights as we get a look now at the home team starting lineup. And the same starting 11 we have seen through both of their first two matches. It's gotten them a loss in extra time in their season opener, but they bounced back last week on the road against the Pioneers, the team who beat the Terminators. So Stealth will come in slight favorites here, being at home, coming off a strong road win against a divisional opponent. Chance now for us to look at the visiting team, the Texas Terminators, of course, last year's champions, but so far winless in 2 games, losing 1-2 at home to the Pioneers on opening day, and then slouching to a 4-1 defeat at the hands of the Boston Mayflowers at home. So, not the start they were looking for to defend their title as they open the season 0-2 in 2 home games. Have to see if their road performance can take off here. So we're looking now at the man of the pre-match, if you will, Emmanuel Cairo. He's got 4 goals in his first 2 games this season. Got a hat-trick in week 1 and then on the score sheet again last week. There's another man that was on the score sheet last week, Andrew Hearn from the spot. Got his first of the season, but again, slow start here from this Terminators offense as they get the ball rolling here in New Mexico. It's an early foul that time on, looks like Heke Hernandez. Referee happy to let that one go. Nothing more than a talking to at the late challenge on Ryan Ansa. Hernandez was also on the score sheet last week, getting a goal and an assist in that 2-3 victory over the Pioneers. So, good start to the season for him so far. Not a great start again from this Terminators backline, conceding 6 goals through their opening 2 games and only scoring 2. So have to try and get some answers figured out at both ends of the field here, as that is not going to do it. One ball forward is out of touch. Stealth now. Chance to get some meaningful possession here as Enrique lifts one in behind for Miguel Chavez to chase. Thought it got away from him, but he kept it in. Here's Gonzalo. Be a chance in there from Cairo and cut out by Deku at the back. Terminators looking to play out of the back here with Davor Kovac. Nice feed down the line to Lamar Faulkner. Jameis, nice dish for Ansa. Back to Faulkner. A couple runners in the middle. It's Ryan Ansa in there. What a save! Poppy point blank. How did he keep that out? It smothers the follow-up. Radchenko lurking. Wow. Thought for all the world the Terminators were going to jump out to an early lead there. They don't, and Alexander Radchenko picks up an early yellow card here for that foul on Gonzalo. Just gets nowhere near the ball in the end. Radchenko maybe pleading his case, saying that was similar to the foul that Hernandez had on Ansa in the opening couple minutes, but referee drawing a line in the sand here with a booking in just the 8th minute. There's another foul. Oh my goodness! It's a second yellow card in a span of 2 minutes, and Radchenko is off! It goes from bad to worse here. Oh my goodness, and what a perplexing challenge from the Russian forward. What on earth is he doing? Moments after receiving the first yellow card, less than a minute later, flies in with another reckless challenge, and he's off, and you have to say, correct decision from the referee there. Well, the Terminators already had their work cut out for them coming into this one, and red card in the 29th minute, as this has been a chippy affair so far. Already 4 fouls. We haven't even played 10 minutes yet, as this time it is in an attacking position for Kevon Harry Troy to think about. We test Peter Lockwood in this goal, who's been a little bit shakier than his usual steady self. A couple of goals he let in that we would maybe have expected him to save in past seasons. A couple of options now for the Stealth from 29 yards out, as it is Troy, and it's an easy save for Lockwood that time. Have to see if these teams can just settle down, find a bit of rhythm. The Stealth obviously will have the upper hand in possession now, with an early advantage numbers-wise going their way. Right now, of course, it is conversely the Terminators who look in a promising position. Here's a nice ball from Hearn. Ralph Cox cuts it back and feeding it to Deku. What a save, Poppy! Well, the red card seemingly igniting the Terminators. It's a fine effort from Deku, and Poppy called on again. He was absolutely immense in that game last week against the Pioneers, and hoping he wouldn't have to be as busy today, but he's had 2 big saves already. The Terminators looking razor sharp when they do get forward, as those numbers or opportunities may be few and far between. Their visitors, of course, already down to 10 men. Just 15 minutes played here. Chavez heads that one away for the Stealth. Hernandez, nicely done. And that's another foul, but we play on here through Emmanuel Cairo in behind the lines. Recovery run from Cooper. Gonzalo, and Cairo blocked, but laid off for Enrique, and blocked again. Hearn with a deft touch there to lay that off for Ansa. Jameis can cut it back inside. Terminators frightened to get forward here, committing numbers in behind us. Here's Faulkner, and that's something just didn't go right there. He had Hearn in support, just scuffed the pass with his left foot. Could have been 1-0 there. Terminators with the better chances so far, despite being down a man. Here's Hernandez, though, the other end, looking to change that, and what a save from Peter Lockwood. As we see now the yellow card from the referee on Ralph Cox for that foul a few minutes ago. They've got to be careful here. They're playing with fire. Already down to 10, and another player in the book. Yeah, it's another terrible challenge from Ralph Cox that time. But once again, the Terminators carving out slightly more favorable chances going forward. The Stealth, with their best of the match so far, met with a strong save by Lockwood, but they do have a corner. As Kevin Troye whips that one in, and the last touch is off Kovac. We'll switch sides to the other corner, as this one was on target from Hernandez, and then Kovac, adapting well to the new rules, kept his arms by his side. Knowing the danger with these referees of conceding a penalty, as Troye crosses over to the other side of the field and will set this one down for another corner. That one doesn't beat the first man as Ralph Cox clears away. Still with the Stealth here, though. Cairo. Hernandez on the turn, and good save by Lockwood. Oh, strong challenge that time from Huge, but referee happy to let them play on for now, as here is Ralph Cox. Trying to get in behind this back line with these 2 outstanding fullbacks of De Mesquites and Troye, but here's Faulkner off the pass from Hearn, and Poppy at full stretch. Keeping that clean sheet intact. Another strong stop from him. This may be the best of the bunch. Full stretch. It's another corner for the Terminators. Well, as we wait for Terminators to take this corner, looking strong on the attack going forward despite being down a man, but this is kind of what their fans will have wanted to see, is Faulkner looking to work this one around. Cuts it back. Deku with a nice find for Jameis, but taken away. Go back to the Terminators. They sit currently in 22nd out of 24 places. That's right, last year's champions. Third to last place. Of course, just 2 weeks in, plenty of time to right the ship, but Definitely not the start they or their fans were hoping for going into this new season. As for the Stealth, after 2 games, they sit right in the middle at 12th place. Of course, a lot of time left to play in this one. Nice move coming together from the Stealth, and Enrique on the ball. Feed out to Cairo, some space in behind here. Going for the spectacular, and Lockwood with a strong arm to deny it. Then able to corral the follow-up in. And cut out by the captain, Ludwig Warzowski. Andrew Hearn on the turn. Hearn again, nice feed out for Ralph Cox. What do with it here, breaking into the area, putting it back again. Whipping one in back post for Faulkner. Kevon Harry Troy wins that battle, but Faulkner wins the follow-up. Found a pass into Hearn. Here is Ansah. Twisting and turning, and has a go, and Poppy maybe caught by surprise. As Hearn on the follow-up just can't get the power in the header he needs. Stealth looking just a little cautious on the ball, and then defensively, as you can see the shooting stats on the screen now. The Terminators with slightly better chances going into this final 5 minutes of the first half. It's still level here, 0-0. That one's interestingly given away, but covered by Brian Cooper. Here's Hearn. Nice feet from him, Andrew Hearn, one-on-one. Going for it from distance, and Poppy equal to it again. Felt the footsteps closing in from Ulysses and Saeed. Decided to just have a go. It was well hit, well saved. I believe this will be the 5th corner of the game already in just the first half for the Terminators, back to their usual selves despite being down a man. Time. Nobody home in the box for the Terminators, though. Chance for Cairo to break free. It's quite quick on this wing here. He's got Kovac running with him. Let's take him on. Quick feet from the Brazilian. So here's Troye. Nice pass from him. Hernandez. Enrique. Mesquites. Feed in Chavez behind, ran into some traffic. Gonzalo cutting it back for Enrique. Surely 1-0. It is 1-0. And right on the stroke of halftime, the Terminators' defense is broken, and Enrique grabbing his 2nd of the season, the midfield maestro. Nice passing from the Stealth on the edge of the area that time. It's 1-0 to the home team here. Stealth making the Terminators pay for that extra man advantage they have. It's taken them a while to break down the resistance. Terminators, of course, with some good chances of their own, but it is the Stealth who strike first here in week 3 at home. Enrique, of course, last season 16 games, 2 goals and 2 assists. He's already equaled that total of last season in the first 3 weeks of 2 goals. As here's Hernandez trying to get away. Brought down. Strong challenge from Warzowski that time. That should just about wrap up first half action here for us, and it does. Good 45 minutes coming your way after this short break. Hosts leading 1-0 here. 45 down, 45 to go. We'll be right back in just a moment. Welcome back. We have got second half action ready for you. Live from New Mexico, the host leading 1-0. We have a halftime substitution. It was Edgar Ayala on for Scuba Jameis, who really didn't make any kind of a meaningful mark in the opening half. Of course, Terminators down to 10 men after just 10 minutes. Radchenko getting 2 yellow cards in the span of just 2 minutes. Really shocking moment from him. Player they leaned on heavily last season, chipped in with 5 goals and 3 assists, Alexander Radchenko, and it's been a real struggle at the start of this season for him. Just not turning in any good performances. As here's Gonzalo with Hernandez running in behind. To shrug the challenge of Deku. Hernandez, Enrique nicely fed. Cairo can make it 2! And the man in form, Emmanuel Cairo, makes it 3 straight games with a goal, and it's a fine finish with the left foot again. Far corner, that is his bread and butter. He has been on fire to start the season. And that ties him level. What a feed there from Enrique. Brilliant dummy to let that one roll, and once again, extra man advantage showing up here, but take nothing away from that finish. Just wraps his left foot around that ball. Brilliant strike. Becoming his trademark move. That brings him level at the top of the National Soccer League scoring charts with 5 goals. Give credit to him. The other man up there on him with 5 is Christian Schöne. 3 of Schöne's goals have come off of penalties. No discredit to him, of course, but all 5 of Cairo's coming from open play. So, impressive stuff from him. A player who was heavily criticized by pundits in the offseason as not being good enough. So here's Ralph Cox looking to answer, and Hearns flashed across the face of goal. Unable to get a finishing touch on that one. That would have made it interesting. Here is Cairo in behind again. On his favorite side, can he cut it in on the left? Brilliantly done! Oh my word! Cairo lighting up this back line, but that time, Lockwood bringing back Peter, we know, rolling back the years with a fine diving save to keep it at 2, trying to stop the bleeding. Cairo is absolutely terrorizing Davor Kovac on that right wing as it stands. May need to look to make a substitution. Here's Troye over this corner. Deeper delivery this time. Andrew Hearn getting back defensively. Lisi's fighting in there, and it looks like it's going to be a handball call on the Terminators as Troye from a slightly more inviting position this time. The angle certainly working against him as a right footer, but a player of his technique may think about going for the shot here. We'll have to see. It's 4 in the wall for the Terminators, so they're prepared for it, certainly. 24 yards out. This could be an inviting position for him. And he does go for it, and unable to get the dip that was required as that one floats harmlessly over the goal. He's always going to need something special from an angle that tight. Nicely won that time for Cox. And who, of course, is filling in for recently departed Schöne. Big shoes to fill, and so far coming up a little short, maybe, and Deku has a hit, saved by Papi. He's been really solid back there in that stealth goal. Here's Deku on the ball again. Ansah for Hearn. Ansah just got away from him. Just not clicking up front at the moment. As Cox goes in, it's got to be careful, of course. Referee saying it's a clean challenge that time. So we have a double substitution here for the stealth. It's Chantalou on for Heke Hernandez. No goal for him today, or assist, and I believe it may have been Ibai Viteri, the rookie, coming on again for Enrique. I have to wait. It was actually for Gonzalo, but it is Viteri, the rookie midfielder, who was on. Of course, recorded an assist in his senior debut, week 1, after just 3 minutes of being on the field. As there's a nice ball through the lines for Cairo, one-on-one with Lockwood, And you can see there the right foot just not as confident, but it works out for Chavez. And Viteri, the rookie! Oh, he's done it! What a finish from him! Once again, an immediate impact off the bench for Ibai Viteri. And the composure, the coolness, the calm nature of this finish. Have another look here. Sets his feet. One touch. Bang. Sweetly struck from the rookie. As that one flies past Lockwood. And it is 3-0. The Stealth are flying high at home here, making the Terminators pay the full price for that early red card as they are on the path to a third straight loss. Looking to be the worst title defense in the first 3 weeks in National Soccer League history. To see if they make changes to this starting lineup. It is not getting the job done at any end of the field at the moment. How much of this is on Christian Shona's departure? You have to wonder with the season he's having. As Kuge lays in Chavez, it could get worse here. Lockwood closes down the angle that time. Trying to release Hearn in behind. Can they get something going? Can they at least get a goal here? Here's the substitute Ayala, leaving that ball for seemingly nobody other than Stealth fullback Kevon Harry Troye. Ayala, crunching challenge that time on Troye. Sahid fizzes one down the line. Here's Cairo. Back out to him. Enrique cutting it inside nicely for Kuge. Viteri, layoff, and Chantalou going for the chip. Lockwood can collect that one. Pretty standard save for him. Ayala wins the header. Inside with a nice flick on to Hearn. Here is Andrew Hearn into the area now. Gets his chance, and Poppy denying him the goal. Desperate to keep that clean sheet intact. Poppy with another strong performance today. Winding down now to the final 15 minutes. It has been an open and shut case here. This is a sub for the Stealth. Miguel Chavez, final of the day for the Stealth. Kyle Ellington, free agent acquisition, will come on over from the Boomers. Well, after that early red card, the Stealth took control late in the first half, and they haven't looked back. Got that time by Troye, nicely done. Here's Ellington. A couple of runners in the middle if he wants. Here's Viteri. Back from Chantalou and back to Ellington. Cairo, some space. Stealth look like they want more. Kovac. It's a strong foot in there, but it is a corner. Stands are still quite full. The home fans liking what they're seeing so far today. Heaping it on their division rivals, Terminators, who are going to be left licking their wounds after this one. Again, a third consecutive defeat in 3 games for them to open the season. Stealth looking, oh, it's bumbled around at the back there. I think we might have a penalty. Edgar Ayala and a couple of Terminators players in there just fumbling around. Kicked off his own arm. Edgar Ayala about to be in tears, as you can see there, as it is Kevon Harry Troye, the right back. Bit of a surprise here, I guess, with Henke Hernandez off the field. He is next up in the rotation. Can he make it 4? Kevon Harry Troye with an emphatic penalty. 4-0 to the Stealth here at home. A statement victory over their division counterparts, as Troye makes it 4 and sends the visitors packing back to Texas. Another look here at this penalty. Yeah, it's a really nice technique from him. Hits it hard, wraps his foot around it, lashes that one into the side netting. Lockwood can't even move. It is just the second ever goal for Kevon Harry Troye. Of course, he is a defender, so makes sense, but to see him able to express his attacking talents as well, getting on the score sheet. But here is Ralph Cox in behind, waiting for some runners in support. Goes for it himself! Off the bar! I think Ellington, the substitute, was back in defending. Maybe got a touch on that. Poppy didn't even flinch. Here's Chantalou. There's runners in the middle here again with Viteri. And Enrique sprays it out wide to Ellington. Kyle Ellington into the area! Kyle Ellington! Bumbled around! Ellington makes it 5! Oh my goodness! It's turning into an absolute howler for the Terminators here. Up close and personal, and too close for Peter Lockwood, as Kyle Ellington has his first goal in a Stealth jersey, making an impact off the bench and making the Terminators miserable on the afternoon. It is 5-0. This game has gotten out of hand. Well, Kyle Ellington made 5 substitute appearances last season for the Boomers. Got himself a goal just on one occasion so far in 3 weeks. He's made 2 appearances for this Stealth team already, and he's got himself a goal. So a nice, certainly a welcome addition chipping in here. And the Stealth could be in again here as Terminators, the wheels have completely fallen off. Enrique saved by Lockwood, and perhaps a bit greedy on that occasion, trying to get himself on the score sheet again. Had Emmanuel Carrera wide open on the overlap. Lockwood doing his part to try and keep it from getting completely embarrassing here. As it is a late substitution, it is the undrafted free agent signing, Ernie Powell, on for Deku. So, interesting move this by the Terminators. Of course, certainly not going to have any impact on the game with just 3 minutes to play and down 5 goals, but manager showing willing to put some faith in this undrafted rookie players. Here's Enrique Viteri, and Lockwood with a good save. Stealth are swarming like flies to a pile of dung at the moment. Well, Viteri, Ellington, the substitutes for this Stealth team, have been lively since coming on, both chipping in with the goal. Viteri almost getting his second, showing what he can offer to this team. Question of how much longer will he be playing a bench role for this team versus maybe getting into that starting lineup. We'll have to see. Tough decision for the manager, obviously, with talented midfield depth in this Stealth team. Better to have an embarrassment of riches, though, for sure, as 8 minutes of added time grown from the away end as the Terminators, those fans that are left, that is. Here's the first touch for a rookie free agent signing, Ernie Powell. Lanza, it's a nice feed for Cox. De Mesquites didn't get there. Just a poor ball on the cutback from Ralph Cox. Another one of these players for the Terminators, just a lackluster start to this season. Kind of across the board for them. Here's Ellington and Ebai. Nice link-up play with the 3 substitutes. Chantalou getting his touch, and then Ellington, well marshaled that time by Brian Cooper. Well, a resounding 5-0 victory here for the hosts as they look to carry this momentum, making it 2 wins in a row here. So a strong show from them today. I believe this will take them to the top of the NSC West, 6 points, and a strong goal differential to boot along with that now. Terminators in some real trouble here. Bottom of the division, going to be at least 3rd bottom of the league. It could get worse depending on how other results around the league play out here. You have to get a single point, though, either way. And, of course, you have to get a win as we wind down to the final seconds of this match that has really not been a contest at all, but the Stealth will not mind that as they crush their divisional opponents. Terminators slumping to another defeat. And the Stealth flying high today with 5 on the score line and a clean sheet to boot. First of the season for this Stealth defense. And really a complete performance from this Stealth team on this Tuesday night here in Albuquerque. We've got 2 more games coming your way. I will leave you here with the full match highlights, and we'll be back in just a moment for the second of the 3.